Hi, I'm Vesa Painen and I'm talking about podcast to help the contact and distant teaching. We all know that lectures are not the whole life and they are not the only or the best way to learn. And for ages we have had these mobile devices that could be used to learn outside the campus, but we are not using it. And that's why students have problems to schedule their studies, and one way they could learn while jogging with these MP3s. And it's simple. We need something to say, we need a microphone, server to distribute directly to cell phones. And this was tested 2015 in 2 courses. So they have 3 hours of talk radio that was distributed by Moodle, but although the distribution was so rubbish, students still like it. And now it's done in flipped course with almost 200 students, almost 500 pages of textbook in foreign language, so they need some kind of summary for the lectures. And we are using podcast, so it's freely available for everybody, and the distribution can be done directly to cell phones, containing short summaries of lectures and weekly discussions. And that's why the recordings will be done in commercially available software, so we can have more voice processing and mixing audio environment and music, so it's more easier to listen. And distribution will not done in university server but on SoundCloud, because that's the way the bands are using when they are distributing their material. So we can have own band page for our course, and this can be easier to find for students outside the campus. And one way is that because there's already applications for Apple or Android, so it's easier to use the cell phone than when the files are in university server. And it can be also linked, for example, to iTunes. So in iTunes it's very simple to click that, okay, I want to listen this and that that program. So it's then ordered directly to cell phone. So teaching is not only that happens on campus or off campus, but we are also giving information for non-students outside the campus. And this can be used to get more students. So every high school student in Finland can use this podcast to summarize what they have learned and a little bit more, get more information, whether they are getting in university to medicine or biology. And because talk radio is one way only information, so we have a Slack channel, so we can have our own students to discuss on the problems, but also non-students can be accepted on this. And because it's also have ready-made cell phone applications, so it's easy to use. That the teacher is not only making videos and making questions in Moodle, but also having contact and group work for our students and helping our students to summarize the material with the podcast and the discussion in Slack. But because these Slack and podcast are not so demanding on the copyrights, we can have open access for this material for everybody in the world. Thank you.